So I've heard a lot of misconceptions about fertility, and one of them will be that infertility only touches a certain type of people, whether that is when it comes to race, they will say some races are more prone to be infertile than others. Anti-Mullerian hormone.
Anti-Mullerian hormone.
It's very interesting too because I did it too.
You did it?
I did it too, and it's something I did not know about before becoming a fertility nurse. So third-party reproduction is the use of a third party to be able to conceive, whether that is an egg donor, a sperm donor, or a surrogate. Surrogates are not being paid.
At all.
Surrogates are not being paid here.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
Surrogates are not being paid in Canada.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Black Fertility Journal, also known as BFJ. My name is Patricia and I'm the founder, and today I am so excited for the nurse that I have joining me. Her name is Claire and she is incredible. Hi Claire.
Hi everyone.
Claire, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. So we have some frequently asked questions that Claire is going to run through. And the first question is, Claire, how long have you been a nurse? And more importantly, how long have you been a fertility nurse?
So I've been a fertility nurse for about 3.5 years now. I have been a nurse for 4 years.
Awesome. Now, before we dive into the more critical questions, I do want to set this table. What is fertility and what is infertility in your own words?
So fertility is the ability to conceive, and on the flip side, infertility will be the inability to conceive. So there are two types of infertility. The first one will be called primary infertility, which is where a couple, heterosexual couple, have been trying to conceive for 1 year. Usually they say about 6 months to a year, and they have not been able to conceive. Or if they have been able to conceive, they've not been able to have a baby at the end of the pregnancy.
Okay, and because you've been in the fertility industry for about 3 years now, what are some common misconceptions you've heard about fertility?
So I've heard a lot of misconceptions about fertility, one of them will be that infertility only touches a certain type of people, whether that is when it comes to race, they will say some races are more prone to be infertile than others, or that fertility treatment is in some cases, or like in some communities, that fertility treatment is just not possible. It's weird, but I've heard that misconception. And the third one will be that fertility treatment is available, but only for certain people. Yeah.
Great, thank you. So what is third-party reproduction? Because I've heard people say it all the time, but I also want to fully understand what does that mean?
So third-party reproduction is the use of a third party to be able to conceive, whether that is an egg donor, a sperm donor, or a surrogate.
Okay, and how can people access third-party reproduction programs? Because I know they exist in Canada.
They do. So right now, it will be through a referral. So usually couples will go to see the doctors, and then once it's established that they are infertile, whether it is primary or secondary, they will be referred to a doctor. Or we do have a lot of couples that do their own research and are able to be in contact with someone who will then refer them to a doctor to have access to third-party reproduction. And to be able, once you are referred to someone, we have to internally, so the clinic will have to do their own investigation before then getting you into a third-party reproduction program.
So Claire, during your answer, you said sperm donor, egg donor, and surrogate. So what is a donor program?
A donor program is basically a program where we have donors that are basically going through a whole process to be able to donate gametes to a couple.
And how do people become an egg donor in Canada?
So the way someone can become an egg donor will be to do their own research. Usually when someone is interested in donating eggs, they'll do their own research and then approach an agency. There are some criteria that agencies look at when they're approached by someone. For example, an egg donor should be between the ages of 19 and 32 at the maximum. And then with the help of the agency, they will set up a profile, and then couples that are interested in using an egg donor who need to use an egg donor will have access to these profiles and then select an egg donor. There are then some testing that they have to go through to be able to qualify to donate eggs.
Great, thank you so much. So Claire, what should a 20-year-old, so anyone from the ages of 20 to 29, be thinking about when it comes to fertility?
That is a really good question.
And how can they get started with understanding their fertility better?
Yeah, so that is something we actually need to talk about a lot, because a lot of young ladies are not thinking about it before they start trying to have babies. So a 20-year-old should start asking. We should start asking more to our doctors, because that's not something that you'll go to the doctor and they will talk to you about it. They will not. Yeah. So asking questions, and it's really important to start as early as possible in your 20s to look into your fertility and maybe to think about the options that are out there when it comes to your fertility. So ask questions, whether it is to your doctor or even your family members, even your mom, ladies in your family, it can give you an idea about what can be things that you should be looking into. So when asking your doctor, you should ask them to refer you to do testing. To do testing, to look into your ovarian reserve, to do ultrasounds, and you look into your follicular count and things like that. So,
and I'm so glad that you said that, because I actually did testing as well, and I do know what my ovarian reserve looks like, and I'm really happy that it's in the shape that it is, but a lot of people don't even know that that's the first step to do their AMH, which stands for AMH is
anti-Müllerian hormone.
Anti-Müllerian hormone.
It's very interesting too, because I did it too.
You did it?
I did it too, and it's something I did not know about before becoming a fertility nurse. So it is when I got into the field that I started hearing these words, which is not how it should be. I think it is not how it should be. I think it's a conversation doctors should bring, but because it is not happening often, I would say to the 20-year-olds out there, ask your doctor.
But before they can ask their doctor, they need to get a family physician.
They do.
There's a lot of people, Stats Canada says that 1 in 5 people don't have a family doctor.
It's so crazy.
And there's quite a few people in this room right now. I know you can't see them, but if we do the math,
that is at least
quite concerning.
It is.
But you need a family doctor to be able to refer you, essentially, to continue down the process.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. A family doctor or a nurse practitioner.
Or a nurse practitioner, yeah.
Yes. So yeah, it's a conversation we should be having much more than we are right now. Definitely. So yeah, ask your doctor what are your options, what you should be looking at, and get the testings you need. Yeah.
So it's great to know that you and I both have done our AMHs, and we've gone through our family doctors. But can you name one more actionable step someone can take to get to know their fertility history a lot better? Yeah,
so the third thing will simply be family history. Like I said before, ask your folks. Ask the women in your family what were their journeys. Also, medically, there are some things that come into play when it comes to fertility, some underlying conditions that may be running into your family that your doctor may want to look into when it comes to your own fertility. But an interesting thing, your AMH, when you do your AMH, what are the next steps you're taking when it comes to your fertility? What are you doing with that information? So it's not just about getting fertility testing, but it's about what are the next steps when it comes to your fertility journey. Yeah. What does it look like? Egg preservation, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, so those are the things that we should talk about and ask people about.
Great. Thank you so much, Claire. So we're going to go into some fertility hot topics. And one thing that has been buzzing around social media is Pope Francis's statement that he made a couple of months ago, right before the new year. And in the statement, it's quite long. If you want to read about it, you can go online. But the synopsis is essentially he's interested in banning surrogacy. Now, I know a part of third party, as you've explained, is egg donation, surrogacy, and sperm, right? What are your thoughts on surrogacy within the Canadian landscape and its benefits or disadvantages?
So that is a really hot topic. I'm already sweating here.
Me too.
So it's interesting. Pope Francis's statement is very, very interesting. But one part of his statement was that, I'm going to rephrase it because I can't say it exactly as it is. But he's talking about how we shouldn't be seeing or like using a woman because of her, I want to say, financial, how can I say it? Basically using the fact that she needs the finances to use her as a surrogate. I don't know if it makes sense, but...
So he's taking it from a financial lens, but not necessarily looking at the couple.
Yeah, but as a Canadian fertility nurse, it's interesting because surrogates are not being paid.
At all.
Surrogates are not being paid here.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
Surrogates are not being paid in Canada. So
it's illegal.
It's illegal. It's actually illegal to pay surrogates, and like you can get in deep trouble for it.
Yep.
When it comes to that side, I don't agree. I don't agree with it. It's really interesting. I've been a surrogate nurse for a few years now, and I've met so many lovely ladies that are truly doing it from the bottom of their hearts. To me, it's just, I mean, it's a good conversation to have, but I just don't get it.
I don't understand it either because to me, surrogacy is the most selfless thing someone can do for another individual.
Think about it. You're pregnant for 9 months.
And it's not technically the baby, like the genetics and everything that goes into it. It's the other couple. You're essentially like carrying it for them because they're not able to carry it.
Exactly.
So that's selflessness, I think.
Yeah. So I just don't get it. They're doing it. They're going through intensive testing. They're going through so many medications, so many injections. It's painful. Yeah, it's painful, and
they're not even getting paid for it.
Exactly.
They are being reimbursed in terms of their expenses, as you would with any pregnancy. You know, you're going to go get your medications. You're paying for your medications, different foods that you're eating, consuming.
Yeah. Let's wait and see what happens, but they're not getting paid here. Anyways,
Okay, so Claire, what are some myths and biases you've heard about fertility in your own community?
So, I've heard so many myths about fertility in my own community. One of them, I come from an African background. One of them will be that we are extremely fertile and that we cannot have fertility problems. That is so untrue because infertility touches us as much as it touches other communities. Yeah, that would be the big one, and from that big one, smaller ones are created. And another one that I hear a lot will be that if you are infertile, then why are you here? If you're not able to to have a child, then why are you here? Basically, it's the only thing that you should be able to do, you're not able to do. And that makes infertility a taboo.
A stigma.
It makes it a stigma.
Yeah.
We don't talk about it. The women that suffer from infertility, because it is a sufferance, are not able to talk about it, whether it is in the community or even at the doctors. Even when they come to see us, when they come for treatment, it's almost like, we are here for this, but let's not talk about it too much. Yeah.
It'd be interesting to understand, or when we finally talk about how infertility just doesn't affect women, it could be the men. But we're not there yet.
We're not there yet. You see, I can't even talk about it.
We can't even utter it.
You can't even utter it. Yeah, that's a huge one too. Like when a couple are not able to have children, why is it we're just looking at the woman? You know, there is the male factor is true. There are males that, you know, maybe the sperm quality is poor or have other issues, but we never look at them.
No.
So, yeah.
Great, thank you so much. And to close, and I think this is the most important question of all of today. I mean, you've said a lot, and I hope everyone has taken away a little piece of something to really ponder and chew over. But why should fertility be an important topic within diverse communities?
It should be an important topic because it affects us. That is simply my answer. Infertility affects us, and it creates such a burden on women and men, on couples that are not able to have children, and the fact that they almost feel like they shouldn't talk about it, or like they don't have the right to, you know, complain about it or talk about it with their family because they will be seen in a different way. It's just really sad, and like I think we should almost vulgarize that topic in our communities. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Claire, for your time.
Thank you for having me here.
It's always a pleasure.
It is.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Once again, this was Claire doing some frequently asked questions about fertility. My name is Patricia. I'm the founder of the Black Fertility Journal, also known as BFJ. I hope you join us for our next video. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for watching our video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more, and smash that notification button so that way you're always aware once we drop a new video. Thank you so much.